Welcome back, everybody, to JBADV. My name is Jacob. Today I got a little bit of a different video for you guys. It's going to be a little bit of a talking head video, but I'm going to do a little bit of a Q&A. Been going over my comment section lately while we've been editing up some new videos, and instead of writing out tons of comments, I figured it's a chance for me to do a video I've never done before, do a little bit of a Q&A with you guys. A lot of questions regarding the KLX after we did the build video. It was one of the bigger series that we did so far on the channel anyway. So I've been in the garage. Today's Friday, April 22nd of 2022. So we're getting ready to head out and go camping for the weekend. So that's going to be fun. So definitely stay posted on the channel to see those videos coming up. It's a place I've never been to before. So I won't spoil anything yet because we're going to start recording pretty soon here for the next video. So just stay posted. After this video, there's going to be some pretty cool rides coming up. On top of that, actually, I don't think there's really anything else to say. So on that note, I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to start going through the comments. Okay, guys, I have my phone with me and we're just going to jump right into it. I'm starting right at the most recent. I'm going to start working my way down and we're going to just see what comments I land on as far as questions. And I'm going to try to my best to answer them for you guys, okay? Looks like the first one I see right off the bat is from QB8. You asked, do you recommend switching the driven sprocket first before the front? And that was to my CRF 250L. You're saying the driven sprocket first before the front. I'm just going to assume you mean the rear sprocket. Either one, really. I did both at the same time, so I don't think... No, did I? No, I did my front sprocket first, and I didn't notice too much of a difference, but now I never went back to the original 14-tooth. And then I just put the 43 right on the back, and once I did 1343, night and day difference. On to the next one. It looks like John Hendrick. You commented, thank you, because you said you really liked the build series on this, so I thank you. Thank you for watching. And he asked, do you have a good suggestion for a back fender rack that'll fit along with the taillight that we did on this bike? I don't. I've actually never looked into doing a rack on the back of this. The only thing we did look at is, if you guys are familiar with DRZ 400s, or even, don't quote me on this, I think some KTMs can come with it too. There's like a little tiny bag that you could put back here, and it's just a couple screw holes that you put in, and it just mounts the bag permanently right to the fender. We looked at doing that as well, but at the end of the day, she said she'd just be more comfortable wearing a backpack. So unfortunately, I haven't looked into that, but cool idea though. Maybe I will. I don't know. Why not? Another question on the KLX here: is it street legal? And it is. This is a big question, and I know I'm going to see this everywhere else through here because I know we get asked this a lot, but I never want to like type out the full story if I'm being honest with you guys, because it's a pretty big story. So I'll give you a TLDR and then I'll give you the actual story. TLDR, yes, it's registered in New Jersey. No, we did not do any loopholes. No, we didn't go to Dirt Legal or register in Vermont or anywhere else. It is registered in New Jersey, 100% the legal way. The only way that we got this done is by pure luck. The DMV screwed up. So if anybody's watching from the DMV, you need to just skip ahead like 5 minutes or something. I don't know. So this is the full story. We lived in PA. You cannot register an off-road dirt bike in the state of PA. They just don't have any registration for it. Off-road ATV you can. Dirt bike, not so much. And street legal, of course, you can, like dual sports and everything, because that just goes right through the DMV like you normally would. But, so this was never registered. When we bought this bike, if you guys are longtime followers of the channel, you'll know that we took this bike immediately out to Ohio when we rode with ADV Daily. And we rode with Tilly Two Wheel, Sick of Ohio. I'll link those videos up here in the top. So check those out if you guys aren't long-term subscribers. But we went out there, so we had to register it temporarily in Ohio. That ended up helping us out because when we came back, so Pauline had the Z650. That's also a green Kawasaki motorcycle. She went to the DMV and brought both of them, well, both of the papers and all the paperwork for both of them there. They ended up some way, somehow screwing up the paperwork, or maybe not screwing it up, but totally getting confused, and they wrote the mileage for the other bike for this bike on the paperwork, and then just kept the mileage on the other bike the same. Since they're both green, they kind of got it screwed up. They ended up asking her if she wanted plates for this, and she played stupid and said, well, yeah. So, she ended up getting plates. So, hey, It's a win-win for us. No, I don't think everybody could do that, so your mileage is obviously going to vary, but it just happened to work out for us. So if you're going to say that we can get it plated, we're going to get it plated, because why would you not? Like, why would you not? So that's the whole story on if it's street legal, yes, and how it became street legal in the state of New Jersey. Here's another one from Mike Rasmussen. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right. I'm sure I'm not. But he asked, what jetting did you end up going with and what elevation? As far as elevation, we're at about 1,800 feet, give or take, depending on where we're riding. When we go out to Pennsylvania and ride a lot, it's a little bit higher elevation. So I'd say anywhere, honestly, we're probably riding anywhere between like 1,800 to like 2,500 feet, somewhere in that range. We're heading north this weekend, so it's going to go up in elevation just a little bit. But overall, that's my elevation. As far as jetting is concerned, I had to relook it back up because I honestly didn't remember, just being honest. The stock jetting's a 95-38, 95 on the main, 38 on the pilot. I believe I'm running 100 in here right now, or 101 if that's possible. I really don't remember. I went up a couple sizes though on the main jet. And my pilot jet, I think I went up to a 40 or 42. It was like 1 or 2 sizes up. Here's another one that I get asked a lot, actually, in regards to my old graphics kit and my new graphics kit. If you guys watched the channel when I first started the channel, you'll notice that I had a different graphics kit on the bike. I'm really into graphics kits. No, I don't race or anything, but I just think they look cool. I think a lot of people are that way. So the first one I had, I totally made by hand, and it was kind of junk, to be completely honest with you. The second one, I ended up going on eBay, and I think I found this graphics kit from the Philippines, and it was like right where I kind of wanted all my graphics, but I ended up messaging the guy, and I think for like $5 extra, he changed out a couple of the brand logos for me. So on the side of my bike, it says Fox, but it originally said, I forget what brand it originally said, but I like changed out a couple. And I think it was cheap too. It was like, I'm in the US, I know it came from the Philippines if I'm remembering correctly. I think it was like $75, $80, might be more now, but and what's cool is he could always do reprints for me because he saves all your stuff. So yeah, I just found some on eBay, and for an eBay graphics kit, it is very high quality. There's some spots on the sides where obviously it's gonna rub off from me riding very hard on the sides, like in rubbing, but other than that, everywhere else is perfect still. Power washer friendly. Like, it was great, so it was well worth the money for me. Hopefully that answers your question. Here's a really good one. Another one related to the KLX. This is by Digital Encom. Digital Encom asked, what is the top speed? He just wants to know, what's the top speed on this? So we did all the work to it. We never changed the sprockets because she loves them right where they're at. She just wanted a little bit more grunt. Top speed on this, with the wind on your back, flat ground, I weigh about 150. You could probably get about 50, 55, but she's screaming. I mean, honestly, this is a bike where I would not want to go above 45 miles an hour all day long. The reason why we went ahead and got it plated is because it's great for connecting trails. You pop it out on a trail, you have to go 25 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour maybe. If you absolutely needed to, you could scream it at 45 for a mile or two. That's fine. And then pop into the next trail. Really, if you're in forest roads and stuff, you're not going to be doing 45 miles an hour trying to pop to the next trail anyway. So honestly, it's perfect for what we need it for. If you know what we use it for a lot around here on the actual roads is to run down and fill it up with gas real quick, or run down and get some ice cream. That's literally what we use it for. But I would say no more than 45 miles an hour. Max speed I got it to, I think, is about 55. Just checking here, the max speed says 58.4. So I was pretty close. 58.4 is the fastest we ever got this bike to, and I'm pretty sure that was downhill with a hurricane behind us pushing us, because that's fast. Another question regarding the KLX is from Ricky Bates. He wanted to know what TUS kit we bought. He said I skipped over a lot of key parts, such as connecting the rear brake bolt and the handle bar switch. So I'm sorry if I did that. I thought I described this, but I actually didn't connect any rear brake bolts. So the kit I bought, they don't sell one for this bike. This bike is not supposed to be street legal, nor have an enduro kit made for it at all. That's why I had to piece one together. I bought one for a WR250. Didn't matter what year it was. I just picked the WR250 just because that's a very well-known bike. It's a pretty complex system. Also, the WR250 has a battery on hand on the bike. So all the systems here would work for a tapping into a battery. I never hooked up a rear brake switch on this bike because if you look at the way the rear brake is mounted, you have absolutely no clearance to put a rear brake in as far as the hydraulic switch. What we ended up doing, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, is I ended up notching out the handguard up here, and I ended up putting it right on the front brake. So if she taps the rear brake only, she does not have a brake light, but if she taps the front, she does. If you're on the road, and you're going to tap your front and back brake more than likely, so it's not the end of the world. But that's what we did. I just ran the hydraulic right from the front brake because you have the clearance there. I just had to notch out the handguard a little bit. Not a big deal. Easy work with a Dremel. Adventures of Cameo, you asked about the jetting. If you watched all the way up to this point, hopefully I answered your question there. Thanks for watching, man. Another person asking about top speed difference was Wade PH 33R3. He asked the top speed difference of the CRF 250L with the 1342 or 1343. I actually forget what I put on there now. It's crazy to think that. I think it's a 1342. But I went from stock, I think I got it up to like 84 miles an hour maybe. And then I dropped it all the way down. I mean, I comfortably hover around like 70, 72 now. I really don't push the bike any further than that because it's screaming. I hate that. Honestly, the bike will sit around 60, 65 all day long. I'm always on highways a lot around here. So, yeah, you could do that comfortably, but you definitely lost a good 10, 12, maybe 15 miles per hour, depending on your elevation or your grade. That's what I would say. Thailand Moped Adventures asked if it had a gear indicator. It does not have a gear indicator. So this doesn't have a gear indicator. That would be pretty cool. I'm not sure if the next step up from the Vapor does. I know once you go up to their bigger dashes, they have like the GPS built in and everything. I'm not sure if they also include a gear indicator. I really don't know, but no, it does not, unfortunately. It has literally everything else but that and GPS. Aiming 2006, I hope I'm answering that right. Sorry, bud, I didn't reply to this at any point in time, but he asked, what LED bulb am I running in here to convert it from halogen to LED? Hold on one second. I think I still have the box in my toolbox. Okay, so I do still have the box. Yeah, you're just wondering what LED I'm running in the Polysport. Okay, so it's a company I got off Amazon, DZG. Hopefully that's in frame there. DZG. It's actually a really big bulb. I think I got another one sitting in here. I do. So this would be your stock bulb. That's your halogen right there. I forget what size this is, H13 or something, or H11. H11, I think. That's your stock halogen. And this gigantic thing here is the LED. It's not the best LED in the world, guys. I mean, if any of you guys are LED fanatics or HID fanatics or just lighting guys in general, you'll know that there is a big difference between crappy like Chinese LEDs and like good high quality LEDs, but this is one of those crappy ones and I didn't care. We just ordered a 2-pack. I think they're like 20 bucks. I'm not even kidding, but they light up like a lot. So and if you guys are long-term subscribers, you'll know I had an LED in my CRF 250L for a while and I took it back out. That was this. It just scattered the light everywhere. That's why I ended up putting the pods on. But this is what it looks like. It's got a fan built into the front. Hopefully all this is in focus. It's just a gigantic plug. It does fit in there. It's got like 2 big diodes on this side and once again 2 big ones on this side. But it's a behemoth. It works great. This one still works too, so I have a backup. And that's about it. They're like 20 bucks on Amazon, I think. And I think they are H11s. Another question regarding the KLX is from Adrian Velasquez. Asked if we felt a power difference with the bike after we did all the work. Absolutely. It's not drastic, but it's there. She said she definitely feels the torque. I do as well. I used to be able to only wheelie in like first gear. Second gear though, you could definitely get the bike up now. So you definitely want to keep the RPMs a little higher though. And I think that might be a jetting issue on my end, to be honest with you. I just haven't really sat down and looked at it because it runs good enough right now that it's fine. Another question regarding my CRF 250L. Finally, something for the 250L. This one's from John Rafael Hayo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's definitely, I would assume it's Spanish, but I'm sorry, man, if I'm butchering that. He said, just want to ask where I scored my seat cover. Once again, eBay, that isn't from Enjoy Manufacturing, though. Enjoy Manufacturing makes a lot of seat covers. I ended up finding that one. I think it was on eBay. I almost want to say it wasn't US eBay. It was probably, or at least it was eBay, but I mean overseas, I think I bought it. I think it was for the 250M, which is the, don't quote me on this, I think that's the Philippines version of our bike. So yeah, I ended up scoring it for that because it wasn't marked for an L, or I bought for like an R and it wasn't marked for an L. I ended up trimming it a bunch. But yeah, it ended up fitting, and it's awesome. It is so grippy. It's still white on the stripes, blue. It's good. It's holding up really, really well, and I love it. Uncle John, you're telling me that Kyle's really awesome in the wheelchair. He is. He's really good. I'm pretty good too. It's buried though right now, but that's my brother-in-law. So we're all family, man. It's a lot of fun. Every garage has like a wheelchair and an office chair, I feel like. That's like the two things it needs, right? So everybody always messes around in a wheelchair. It's a lot of fun, but everybody does fall. Another question here is from Thor. He asked what pieces I ended up using for my quad lock install. That's when I did my first quad lock install video. I should really update that because I've changed it significantly since then. The whole front end of my bike has changed actually pretty significantly. But yeah, so I ended up using that's when I had the original handlebars, the stock handlebars. If you have the stock handlebars, I would say order up the that little like knuckle thing that like kind of offsets it, but like kind of reaches out. I'd say order that thing up and maybe one of the knuckles. You can get away with just those two things. Now that they have other new products out though, I would say skip all that and just get the vibration dampener. Definitely 100%. You guys are putting a quad lock mount, which I highly suggest. I will not run any other mount on any of my bikes or side-by-sides or anything. Like literally anything that I run, even a bicycle, I would run a quad lock. If you guys get it and you have a new phone or any phone for that matter, please get the vibration dampener. Even if on a mountain bike, I would put a vibration dampener because like if you're mountain biking going down rocks, it will jitter your phone everywhere. And you will mess up your cameras. I have not had any problems at all. I have a brand new phone from Apple, and my brother-in-law has a brand new Android from Samsung, and no problems at all on any of our cameras, and we all have vibration dampeners. We love them. Definitely go buy Quad Lock. Quad Lock, if you're listening, yeah, just like shoot me an email, maybe we could work something out. Here's another one by KTM June 86. Thanks, buddy. I hope I'm pronouncing your name there right. But he said, just return that skid plate and get an Acerbis. He went with it, and it's great. Acerbis does make good products. They do. I'm never going to put that down. However, every single person I know with a skid plate, whether it be Yamaha, KTM, Honda, any of them, with an Acerbis skid plate, they all don't have a drain hole for the oil. And that's ridiculous. And I two people I know, it didn't line up right. And another person I know personally tried to install it on their 250L and it didn't line up right. At least mine lines up right. That's all I could say. That I'm just speaking from my own firsthand experience with it, so I skipped out on it. For the record, my skid plate has not broken yet. At all. And that thing has tanked so many rocks, it's not even funny. So, yeah, maybe I'll do a follow-up video on my skid plate. Another question here is from Ramelia Dual Sport. This is over a year ago, guys, so I'm just going right down here. I'm probably going to cut this soon, but I'm just going through and just seeing some of these questions. She asked if Pauline had any off-road experience with bikes before because she rode really great when she her first ride ever in Wayne National. The answer is no. She has a lot of quad experience, whether it be sport quads or utility quads. No dirt bike experience at all. We are avid mountain bikers though, at least we were. I don't even have a mountain bike anymore, and hers is back there buried. But we cross-country mountain biked a lot, so she was pretty comfortable on a bicycle at least, going over like some rocks and roots and logs and stuff and some like drops and everything. So she's pretty comfortable with that. This is obviously a lot different because it weighs a lot more, and you have a throttle that could, like, you know, take off on you. But she picked it up in no time, and she really wanted to get a dirt bike. She originally didn't. She wanted to get a quad. She was going to buy a brand new YFZ 450R from Yamaha. She was going to buy one of them. There's another one sitting right there. But she was gonna buy one of those, brand new. She wanted a quad, and then last minute she changed her mind. She said, you know what? No, I like this bike. I'm gonna buy this. And I was like, okay, cool. And she's so happy that she did that. She absolutely loves dirt biking now. Probably will do it for the rest of her life. Honestly, she impressed us all. She won best improved or most improved for the weekend. We wanted to, you know, shout her out at the end of the weekend, all of us together when we were out in Ohio. Shout out to all you guys. We will see you guys soon, definitely. But yeah, honestly, we were all shocked. She hustled all of us because she was moving pretty good in the woods there once she got comfortable. And in the beginning, I was like, man, I gotta stay close to her. I gotta talk her through a lot of things. And like halfway through the first trail, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna let her do her own thing because she took off on us. So hey, that's good. And I'm so excited for that. The stuff she goes through now, crazy. So I can't be any happier. On that note, guys, I think I'm going to end the video right there. If you guys want to check out more of us, if you guys want, leave a comment in this video. I'll look back on this video. I'll answer some more if you have some more. Or maybe we'll just keep this thing rolling. If you guys want to go on my Instagram, comment on some videos, drop some questions. We'll just keep these Q&As going. If you want to know more about me, more about her, if you want to know more about her, you can actually check her out on her YouTube channel. I'm going to link it right here for you guys. But she has her own YouTube channel. Let's go give her some love over there. And she's been dropping some videos, and I think she's got a couple more dropping this weekend. So it's called Pauline's Perspective. But you're going to see a lot of her perspective coming up in these latest videos. We got 2 cameras now. I think we're trying to get another one too, just to mix up some footage and do some cooler things. But she's got her own channel, so go over there. Definitely give her some love. Until next time, guys, I'll see you real soon. I'm going to turn the camera off right now and immediately start recording the next video. So, yeah, take care, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if I didn't answer your question, drop it down below. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe. And we'll be right back real soon. We're gonna be pumping out footage quite a bit, I think, coming up in the next 2 months. So, yeah, stay tuned. This is going to be a lot of fun. Take care, guys. See ya.